Happy Thursday. How are you? I'm great. I just got back from something that you'll see soon. Pretty exciting. October 8th. I do have a date. So I'm pretty excited about it. But I'm going to give you a minute to kind of go in. I have some questions from last week. Jump in and ask. So let's see. I have rust stains on a white shirt. Hey, Kristen. I have rust stains on a white shirt. Okay. Hey, Julie. So if they're really rust stains, like meaning you rubbed against rust yourself and you saw it happen, you can take them out by squeezing a lemon on it and putting it in sun for about 20 minutes and washing it. What I believe it probably is, hey, Vondi, what I believe it probably is an oxidation stain because they look like rust, but it's something you haven't worn in a while. They really show up on white. I'm getting ready to do a video to show you how to get it out, but I'll tell you, you dip it in oxygen bleach and let it soak for a few minutes, oxygen bleach and hot water, and it comes right out. Next question, what's the best way to clean a diamond ring? I'm going to tell you, you can do it with hot vinegar. Just put some vinegar in a mug, put it in the microwave, and then swish your ring in it. But a friend of mine who owned a jewelry store in Kentucky used to do it with the same technique, but with it was a little glass bowl and ammonia. So you could use either of those, but vinegar, you probably have. Tea tree oil. This is a fun question. Tea tree oil is great for foot odor. Will it work on shoes? And so here's the thing. I guess in theory that it would. But the vodka is so easy. The problem with tea tree oil is going to be like dispersing it. So I think you're going to have to mix it into witch hazel or into vodka for that to happen. Why don't you use borax? I use baking soda or washing soda and it gives me the same result. And they're a little more gentle on the fabric than borax. But if you like borax, have at it. I just think the other two are a little better. Oh, shoot. Hold on. Sorry. Blood stains on a quilt. I've washed and dried alcohol pad. I think it's cotton. I would use either oxygen bleach, which is what I would use for blood. If you can wash the quilt, I would mix up a little bit of oxygen bleach and some warm water. I'd dip the spot in it and then I'd wash it. If you can't, you can kind of do that and blot through it. It's a little more difficult. I would probably at that point use Amodex, AMODEX. That would be great for that. So the tea tree oil with the sneakers, you would have to disperse in either witch hazel or vodka. So I would just use the vodka and it would be easier. Tell me the difference between wool balls and tennis balls. And is there a difference? They both will work in the dryer. I think wool balls are better for everyday drying. Tennis balls are better for, oh my gosh, I just lost my train of thought. Tennis balls are better for down. The reason I think that is down needs loft beaten into it. And so the tennis balls are more active. The wool balls are a little more passive. They're also much easier to listen to because they're not as loud. My clothes will dry in the dryer or out in the sun. But as soon as they cool or hang up, they start to feel damp and cold. Is it a buildup of soap or hard water? What can I do? If they're holding water or they have that damp, I know what you mean, that kind of clammy feel. I would cut back on the soap you're using because you're holding a little soap in there. But it'll come out. It will come out. It's hard to sort laundry by weight of fabric. The book says to do it by color, and the weight will often take care of itself. Towels as well. Yes, I sort by color because when fabric floats, the weight of the fabric doesn't make as big a difference as you think it does. The color makes a huge difference. So I know people do that, and if you love that method, go ahead. But I do think sorting by color gives you a better result, gives you better color, and we're using the express cycle, so it doesn't matter a ton. But you're going to get some color bleed. Okay. 70% or 90%. This is a great question. I prefer 70 because it doesn't dry quite as. When you use 90, it dries quickly. Sometimes it doesn't have a chance to work. 70 still, and so I tend to use 70. I have to meet you in the store when I come to pick up. Well, you've got, when you come to the store, you have to come by. I feel like I'm always here. But if coming for sure, call and let me know that you're coming. Oh, Vondi, what's the best use for sudsy ammonia? The best use for sudsy ammonia is like if you thrift something and it smells like fabric softener or dryer sheets or something like that, or if you have like gasoline in your clothes. But sudsy ammonia is great for anything that's really oily. Like I had a customer spill a bottle of olive oil on herself, and sudsy ammonia was so much easier because it was one and done. Whereas she could have gotten the result with vinegar, but she would have been doing it over and over. So sudsy ammonia is great when you've got to cut oil, but you've got to cut a lot of it. It's also kind of great around your house, you know. It's not the greenest option, but it's greener than having to destroy something because of oil. Hello, I cannot see your name. I'm going to get somebody to grab me my glasses. Thank you. G's dad, hi. Okay, those are the questions I had from last week. What questions do you still have? Because we still have a couple of minutes. I will tell you, tons of new stuff is coming in the store. We have Christophe de Fournay wood care, which is beautiful. It's a beautiful product. I've been wanting to carry it a long time, and it's finally coming. We're restocking Merchants and Hume. We're adding a really wonderful wool duster that is going to be kind of a game changer. It's going to be pretty fabulous. I have one at home, and I've had it for 10 years. My mom has had the dust mop, I'll bet 40 years. Epic. So those things are coming. There's just stuff coming in. It's kind of filling out. But what other questions do we have? Okay. Well, if we don't have any more, that's all right. I hope. Oh, here we go. Here we go. How many times can you treat a stain? I've almost gotten it out, but is there a limited amount of time? No, just do it again. And if what you're doing is working, just do it again and maybe beef it up. Like if you're using a little bit of vinegar, just use a little more. You know? 11% hydrogen peroxide is great if you can find it. It's practically impossible to find now. I have trouble getting oxygen bleach to mix with water, anything close to the paste. Oh, Barbara, this is a great question. If you want it to be a paste, you need to mix it into oily soap. Like I use stain solution from the laundress. You could even use liquid hand soap, but you need to mix it into something thicker. It's funny, I didn't know you could buy it. You could probably use it for blood stains, wine stains, red berries. I still prefer oxygen bleach to hydrogen peroxide because it's even stronger. But if you can get the 11%, that's really not a bad trick. It's pretty great. As it's great to take out blood. It's what we used to use when I was a kid because Granny was a dentist and she used to use it on her work clothes. And then, you know, we used it. I had nosebleeds all the time when I was a kid. All right. Well, I guess that's everything. Have a great weekend. I will see you next week. I hope you have a weekend. I hope you have fun. I hope wherever you are, it's sunny. It's gorgeous here. So with that, have